The Democrat operative who was caught on camera allegedly stuffing ballots in Bridgeport, Connecticut last year was charged with unlawfully possessing another person's ballot.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. The Emperor Has No Clothes is, of course, one of those little famous tales of the naked emperor in his underwear, and everybody has to act as though the guy's wearing clothes, you know? It's like we're all Joe Biden's donors, and we're at this glitzy Hollywood Hills hosted by Jimmy Kimmel event with Joe Biden, and Barack Obama's even there, and we got a band, and Joe Biden needs to be helped off stage and walked off stage like an infirmed, old, handicapped man in a Whispering Angels advertisement. Oh man, it's so painful to see. The Emperor Has No Clothes. We all have to pretend like we didn't just watch that, right? And this is what Hollywood did, at least for a couple of weeks until the debate. And now they're all turning on Joe Biden. And we're all left to ask, like, wait a second, how did a guy that stupid, like, get into office, right? How's a guy this dumb get into office? Here's a video of Joe Biden meeting with foreign dignitaries inside the White House. Okay, this is unedited.
Thanking, anyway, I started off without you. And I sold a lot of state secrets and a lot of very important things that we shared.
I've sold a lot of state secrets. A lot of very important things I've shared, says Joe Biden, who's, well, let's see, had his own classified documents scandal that he was guilty of, and his own Justice Department said he's too mentally handicapped to stand trial. He did steal classified documents, and here he is just openly admitting it. So maybe the one good part about Joe Biden's infirmity is that he just straight up tells the truth. Like in this shocking clip where he explains how Joe Biden is planning on getting elected in 2020.
And you guys did it for our the President Obama's administration before this. We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
The most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics. Wow. Well, what exactly does that look like? Well, to me, it looks like in the middle of the night, having unauthorized vehicles with crate loads of ballots being driven into the vote counter centers, having all the tabulators paused in the middle of the night. Never seen that before. We're going to shut down voting. The machines need rest, you see, for the delivery of ballots over and over and over again. How blatant was it? Well, I mean, one, it's all caught on camera. You can see here 37 days of early voting. Now, it's illegal to put more to vote for more than just yourself, all right? To drop off just your own ballot. It's illegal to do that. Yet here is footage, dozens of hours of footage of individuals in Michigan just shoving ballot after ballot after ballot into the little drop box. Just ballot after ballot. Clearly just the smartest people around. In fact, this was so egregious during 2020 that CNN caught it happening live.
Ballot drop box in Cuyahoga County, Ohio. You can see this woman right here casting her vote. Did you vote for Reagan or Jimmy Carter?
Carter.
Carter, okay. We don't want to get too personal with people here, but you can see.
Look at this. The perfect archetype, right? The minivan, the mask, a Jimmy Carter voter. And look at her. Look at the fistful of ballots she's got. Where'd that lady get those ballots? Whose ballots are they? I thought she only had one vote. The archetype, ladies and gentlemen. Again and again and again. This lady's now going to prison in Connecticut for voting again and again and again and again with someone else's ballots. The use of illegal ballots in elections not only is immoral, of course, but it destroys the entire election. I don't care if one candidate wins, one candidate loses. It is irrelevant to me. If a single illegal vote is cast in that election, the entire election is tainted. One vote. That's it. In my home district, my home congressional district in Iowa, where I was raised, went to school, and lived for 25 years, there is a member of Congress who won by 6 votes. Marionette Miller Meeks is her name. Won by 6 votes. So how many votes is this lady casting right here in Connecticut? How many votes? Well, there's 6 votes right there in her hand. Again, this is how the rigging is done, ladies and gentlemen. It's why we're really excited about some news coming out of Georgia. And it couldn't happen fast enough, okay? Georgia is one of those states that was won by just a couple of burst water pipes and a bunch of drop boxes being rolled out from underneath tables in the middle of the night, and a bunch of ballots that were scanned again and again and again in, of course, Fulton County, where our illustrious and extremely smart District Attorney Fannie Willis was, of course, watching over everything. Breaking, Georgia Election Board has voted 3-1 to adopt a rule to require ballots to be hand counted at the precinct level by poll workers each day of voting to ensure the totals match the machines. It's a game changer for election integrity. The poll managers and 2 witnesses shall sign a label affixed to the container indicating that it contains the correct ballots from the indicated ballot box and no additional ballots. Oh, good. This is because there were multiple scanned ballots in Fulton County. Everybody agrees with this. This is a matter of fact. The rule was used to exist until the corrupt Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger ordered poll managers to stop doing it. Now I think Georgia is going full-blown red because of this and other good changes that have been put in place. There you go. Good. I mean, what this means effectively is that you're not going to be able to stuff ballots, right? The people who monitor the ballots and who confirm that they are legal votes, those people are not going to be allowed to shove more ballots in there. There's going to be witnesses, and all of these people from both parties, all the people who are monitoring this, are going to have to sign off on it. Good news out of Georgia. State Board votes 3-1 to adopt a rule based on the petition to require ballots to be hand counted at the precinct level by 3 poll officers each day, voting to ensure the totals match with the machines. This is a basic reconciliation that is used to require until Raffensperger's office, scumbag, ordered poll managers to stop hand counting ballots. Why would he do that? Yeah. State Election Board, even more good news, also voted 4-0 to adopt a rule based on petition to require public reconciliation report for each precinct showing the number of voters and total number of votes to match. Any discrepancy must be fully investigated. This is awesome. This is great. DeKalb County in May 2024 reported 94,000 voters cast 185,000 votes. DeKalb has never issued a full accounting for how this is even possible. This happened all across the country. Happened all across the country. Where there's like 100,000 people there in the county, but there's 200,000 votes. It just seems not exact. I'm not no math whiz, right? You don't want me to do your taxes, but that seems wrong. Raffensperger lawyer said ballot images don't matter when counting the votes. This is false. The vote is counted from the image. How is it possible that a vote is counted when there is no ballot image? That should not happen. There are 17,000 missing ballot images from the machine recount in Georgia. A reminder that Joe Biden won Georgia by 10,000 votes. 17,000 missing ballot images. Well. Marjorie Taylor Greene, excited about this, saying the Georgia Board of Elections just voted to require ballots to be hand counted to match the machine count. These are the kind of measures that we need across the entire country, kind of measures that Democrats are fighting against. Georgia is Trump country. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Of course, she's from Georgia. She's a member of Congress from Georgia. Huge win in securing elections. And this is something that, of course, everybody is watching closely because naturally Georgia is a red state, obviously. And there was like 1 or 2 counties that had these strange skyrockets in votes for Joe Biden. Where like every batch of votes went 100% for Biden. Time and time again. And they all happened in the middle of the night. Isn't that interesting? Election integrity reform measures in Georgia implemented reconciled hand counts. This is a big deal. So Georgia does have a major problem with voter fraud. Check this out. This is a former member of the Atlanta police force who was elected as the Chattanooga, Tennessee police chief has been indicted on charges that she illegally registered to vote in Tennessee and falsely filled out government documents, state investigators announced. Oh, really? According to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, a grand jury in Hamilton County handed down a 17-count indictment against Chesley Murphy. Murphy, 56, has been overseeing the Chattanooga Police Department since 2022. She resigned without publicly giving a reason, turned herself into the Hamilton County Jail, and was released on a $19,000 bond. So the charges include 1 count of illegal voter registration, 1 count of false entries in legal documents, 3 counts of falsifying government records, 3 counts of forgery, 3 counts of perjury, and 6 counts of official misconduct. Yeah, there you go. Just to let you know exactly how oh, it gets better. Oh no. Newspaper reported that Murphy has claimed a homestead exemption in a house she purchased in Fulton County, Georgia. Tax rates to certify the property in primary residence. Meanwhile, Murphy is registered to vote in Tennessee, which requires people certify that they're living at the primary residence in the state. So she lied. Presumably, she voted in both states. That's voter fraud. And she is literally the sheriff of a pretty big city in Chattanooga, in Tennessee. She was the police chief. Sorry. Isn't that incredible? Amazing. How deep the rot goes. It's good to see things turning around. No idea what's going to happen on election night, but I know this. We ask every single person from the RNC that's on the show, like, what are you going to do about it? And they got lawyers, they got lawsuits, they got people watching, they got monitors. I don't think the party's going to get rolled this time. I'm very, very excited about it. And more importantly, too big to rig, right? Like, enough people show up, it just doesn't matter. The margins aren't there, okay? These people are scum. They must be defeated. Let's go. Like, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Ben. See ya.